Hey everyone, it's Liz, and I'm back to do another political reading. And this is for a subscriber who had kind of a twofold question, which was the future of Trumpism and the future of Fox News. And so I found that to be an interesting question for sure. And of course, I'm sure many of us have been wondering exactly, what's going to happen. I mean, I am using another, by the way, the deck I'm using today is another Sibylla and Dovina deck. This is a little bit different. The pictures are a little bit different, but this is it. Sibylla Oracle cards. And so I just wanted to take a look and see. This is a very simple spread. What I like about the spread itself is it gives you, it's called the Greek cross spread. I like it because, excuse me, the first three cards here in this row will tell us exactly, what is going on and how it is developing in the coming months. And then you've got the card here in the middle, which it's kind of like in a tarot card reading, sometimes people will use a card as themselves or the theme of the reading for the querent. And so it's the heart of the question. And then these cards here, 4, 5, and 6. Oops, pardon the melted candle, guys. 4, 5, and 6. That would be, it shows how things will continue to develop in the future. So that's why I like this spread. So again, what I'm looking at in general is the future of Trumpism, the future of Fox News. So the first card I pulled would be it represents exactly, what's going on and what's coming to be. And this is the vibration of, hold on guys, Country House. I'm going to take a look at Country House. Okay, so I'll put that down for a second. In this, again, specific spread, the first row will tell us currently what's taking place in Country Houses. It has a positive vibration to it. I mean, the fact is still Fox News, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you perceive Fox News. It's the number one cable news network, which is indeed mind-blowing. But the meaning of Country House is literally taking time off. So, it's interesting because as I watch all of them, my mother told me a few years ago that I should watch Fox News, and I am never watching Fox News. There's no way. And I was being ridiculous. I thought, how could she do that? And she always said, I need to be informed. We need to know what the other side is thinking. And it got me, and I thought, oh my God, my mother is brilliant. Of course we all need to watch Fox News. We need to see what they're saying. I mean, and I've been watching, and I have to say it blows my mind. Honestly, I think Chris Wallace and Nick Cavuto, I think are the only two that I've watched without getting physically sick. But this card in the past of the Country House is about it's a content environment in their past. I mean, most people at Fox News seem to be on the same page. So the Country House refers to an intimate relationship with these people. They all have that same belief system, and they're all devoted to Trump. And they are the one that propagated Trump. They are the ones that literally made him what he is right now. They own that. So then the second card is indeed the heart of the matter. And it is hold on here, guys. It is impediment. And I mean, it doesn't look like much in the picture. If you need to kind of really look to see what more about where it is. I mean, impediment, the word itself obviously it's not a good vibe at all for Fox News. And considering that it's in that placement of heart of the matter, these are complications and obstacles and delays and by the way, last minute cancellations are beginning to happen in the future of Fox News. Now that is, I think for me, there are more challenges coming, there are more challenges ahead for Fox News, and we are unfortunate. I don't agree with this cancel culture. I just don't. I don't think that people should listen. Even when Roseanne was canceled, I was, look, I don't approve of what she said at all. But I don't think she should have been canceled. I don't know. I think there should have been something punitive done, obviously, or something that she should have done to make a payment or a donation to something. But I don't know. I just thought that was overkill. But I also believe that with this vibration, that's just my opinion, but this vibration of impediment going into the future of Trumpism, by the way, and Fox News it's going to be difficult. They're going to make it hard. I think Fox News, you've got people at Fox News, by the way, like I think Chris Wallace, like I mentioned before, and even Nick Cavuto, and that I believe probably are far more ethical, than other people that are at Fox News. I mean, I was watching, I think it was Laura Ingraham the other day, and I just thought, oh my God, how can she say these things? Everything she said was false. Talking about the voter fraud, all of it, just lamenting on and on. Anyway, the next card that I pulled regarding the future of Trumpism in Fox News is the card of voyage or journey, but it's reversed. Again, you'll see reversals aren't, always horrible, but in this scenario, I feel for the future of Trumpism and for the future of Fox News, I certainly don't feel they're going in the direction that I think a lot of Trump supporters would like them to go into. It's just kind of just my feeling here. Journey is indeed reversed, and so when it's upright, it's actually a pretty good card. When it's upright, it's travel, it's being appreciated, it's actually escape from the humdrum vibration. It's movement forward, it's action. It's always a change for the better when the journey card is upright, but because it's a negative vibration that's reversed, it does refer to difficulties during this transition of power, by the way, for Fox News and for the Trump world. And I don't believe that, quite frankly, I don't think that Fox News will do any better. If anything, what I get just psychically is that we all know this is just a fact. There are other networks that Trump is promoting right now that are right wing, and they will try to become something. And who knows, I think that we need to look at the rest of this. So what we're looking at now is the next vibration, because honestly, this card of journey reverse, when it even says in the book, difficulties found during a trip, inability to make improvements. There is just going to be, with me, what I'm seeing is Fox News and Trump are having a difficult relationship right now. I think he's trying to break up with Fox News in some way, or certain people anyway. Certainly not Sean Hannity or Lou Dobbs or Judge Jeanine Pirro or Laura Ingram's, but there are certain, and Fox and Friends, but there seems to be certain people at Fox News that are going against or doing things that he doesn't approve of. And, I think he truly believes in some way, they work for him. So the next vibration in this reading would be, the cards of number 4, 2, and 5, which is, what's happening in the near future. So the next card is, let's see. Okay, trip to the country, which is, by the way, reversed. This is the foreseeable future for Trumpism and Fox. This is trip to the country. Give me a second here, guys. Trip to the country reverse. I thought I had, hold on, let's see, trip to the country. I mean, when it's reversed, it has a little bit, it definitely has a connotation. It's getting away, it's wanting to get away, but unfortunately it's more about, here we go. It's this uncomfortable vibration. It's this unwillingness to, it's an unwillingness to compromise. It's an unwillingness to, when trip to the country is upright, there are unforeseen situations, and that all of a sudden change everything. You might be in a rut with this vibration. You may feel like trip to the country upright is you feel like you're in a rut, but when it's reversed, it's not really an opposite vibration. It's more of just being very uncomfortable. And I think the transition to power is going to be very uncomfortable for many, for the people who support Trump. And for Fox News especially, there's this, again, I get with, I feel like there's going to be some problems between these two because we have impediment coming in to the vibration again for the future, an impediment again, once again, I wouldn't be surprised if Fox News changes direction and if people like Hannity, Ingrams, Dobbs, there seems to be like a whole circle of people that just praise him. They may get together at some point because of the impediment card and make a plan to do something, that I wouldn't be surprised, to be quite frank. That's just the imagery that I'm seeing with impediment, especially when I think of those people from Fox News. To me, it's that there's misunderstandings going on, I believe, between Trump and Fox and certain people there, and there's some strong opposition. And so that's why I feel like there could be people that leave. Fox News will, I think, turn into something else. All right. That's my prediction, that somehow Fox News is going to manifest, or it's going to morph in something different, something that they're going to try to do that. But the last card is a thought reverse. This is the last card. This is the last card for the future of Trumpism and the future of Fox News for the next, let's say, year ahead, or even 6 months. Now, she's reversed. No, it's a neutral card either way, whether you're upright or reverse. I mean, when she's upright, there's a lot of mental, there's a lot of thinking going on. Your mind is racing. You've got ideas, you're analyzing. But when she's reversed, it's a need to really just think things through and reevaluate the decisions that you're making. And the problem that I'm seeing with Trumpism, and the problem I'm seeing with the nexus between Trumpism and Fox News, is that it's very narrow-minded thinking, okay? And because it's so narrow, it's the narrow-minded thinking, it's keeping this from evolving or growing into anything more. I mean, think about it. When we watch the news, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to see emotion. Just report. I remember growing up as a kid I did remember watching Walter Cronkite. He didn't cry. I just wanted to hear what was going on. I didn't need to be entertained. I just wanted to know what was happening, report the news. What they've done on all the stations, in my opinion, whether you're watching CNN or you're watching CNBC or you're watching Fox News, they've allowed themselves to get personal about what they believe. And that, is not what the job is. You're not supposed to do that. As a journalist, you need to be somewhat, unbiased. I'm sorry. Yeah, unbiased. So the way I'm seeing this, the future of Trumpism and Fox News is, again, I said this before in one of my readings, where they seem to be quite myopic in their viewpoint. For God's sake, this morning I heard John Voight. I'm not on Twitter. I was literally permanently banned for telling Laura Ingrams off in so many ways when she was being completely racist about President Barack Obama. But back to this, I believe that they're so narrow-minded and myopic politically that there's really no place for these people to go but down. And they could end up, obviously, going off. I think a few of them, like even Geraldo Rivera, they're all going to go their own way. They'll stay as long as they can. But Fox News is going to turn into something far more negative in the future. And the feeling I get, especially with the outcome of these last 3 cards, I mean, I'm looking at thought. And all I can think about is just negative thinking, bad ideas. People are not getting along well at all. This is not a positive vibration for any of these folks that are trying to work together. Even, the vibe I'm getting, I see a vision of Fox and Friends, which is fascinating because I've only seen that show a couple of times and I can't ever get through it, by the way. It's just so hard to get through. But when you see this vibration of thought, they're not very thoughtful people. And so the future of Trumpism isn't based on intelligence. It's not, it's based on, it's based on on just a lot of false ideas. That's it. That's the future of Trumpism, and that's the future, unfortunately, of Fox News, is that they will continue to probably be divided among them. Even I would not be surprised if they would be divided. Again, when I look at thought and I look at thought reversed, it has like an uncertainty to it. It's not really a pleasant vibration. It's more, again, their ideas are so limited, their thinking is so limited that they're going to slowly, I believe, again, grow, but they're also going to lose people. So who knows? I mean, right now, this is where I see it. I don't want to ramble on anymore. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are, what your visions are. If you want to book a reading, by the way, I will post all my information below. And I'm going to look at a couple of more things today, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.